If you're one of the few followers that have been watching for over a year now, you remember that I've covered a couple of times a project called Perpetual Protocol. Now, Perp is one of the best places for you to trade derivatives. I've been using them for generating yield when they launched their V3. Right in the beginning, when optimism was just gaining traction, I've covered a video on how to bridge to optimism, how to deposit funds. And since then, Perp has been growing, and now they're offering an amazing tool that we're going to be covering in today's video. As you know, this channel has been evolving as I am evolving in crypto as well. So we started with yield farming, then we went to vaults, then we went to derivatives, then we went more specifically into options. Now I've started playing a little bit with arbitrage. You can see 2 videos ago, I think, we showed arbitraging. We went a little bit deeper into arbitraging. Arbitraging, it is a really hard concept that can be explained in a really simple manner, which is when you have a discrepancy in prices of the same asset. Let's say you have an asset. You have, for example, a phone. This phone is priced differently in 2 different markets. So let's say the supposed phone in market A is in the market for $1,000, and the same phone in the same conditions in market B is being traded for $800. The same phone has $200 in difference, and this is where you can do your arbitrage, because you're going to be buying the phone where it is cheaper and immediately selling it for $1,000 in market A. So you're going to be opening and closing a position and profiting from that trade. And now you're done. You don't have exposure to any markets anymore. You're what is called delta neutral. You don't have any exposure anymore. You are not going to be losing or gaining any more than the arbitraging that you've done. So now that I've simplified this the best way that I could, let's talk about what Perp is offering. Perp is offering vaults that find these arbitraging opportunities for you, so you don't have to do it. It's basically you just stake your money there, and these vaults, there's going to be arbitraging that money for you. And that's going to reflect in the vault itself. It's going to go up in value if it is profitable, or it's going to go down in value if it is not profitable. So this is the best way that one can explain it to you in a simple term. But before we jump into it, I just want to point out that this is a sponsored video. They are paying me, but all opinions are my own. If I didn't trust Perpetual, I wouldn't be showing it here in my channel. I already covered them more than 1 year ago, so we've been hearing and keeping track of what Perpetual has been doing for all this time. So Perpetual in any way is a new project. They're leaders in their field. They have an amazing team and they have amazing tools to offer. So that being said, let's jump into computer so I can show you these hot tubs, which are these vaults, how they call these vaults for the arbitraging that you can do. So for you to access this page, you simply have to go to vaults.perp.com. You can see that right now we have 6 available vaults. They started with 2, if I'm not mistaken. Now they're offering 6, and they are going to keep expanding, not only in vaults, but also with the cap of the vault itself. We're going to be talking more about this later. So here, let's go through the vaults that they're currently offering, and I'm going to explain just the 2 of them, how they work, and I'm going to have the links in the description here for a more detailed, a more in-depth guide and explanation on how they work. It is good for you to understand if you want to deposit your money here. So don't only get to my explanation, also try to get a little bit more in detail to understand not perfectly how the vault works, but at least to know what's going on with your money, because it is always good for you to understand and knowing what you're investing into. So right now we have the Ethereum arbitrage, we have the USDC ETH vault, we have the OP vault, we have the USDC OP vault, we have the Bitcoin vault, and we have the USDC Bitcoin vault. So what is the difference between the Ethereum and the USDC vault if they're both arbitraging ETH? Well, in one you are providing Ethereum, so you're depositing Ethereum in the vault. The other, you're providing USDC. So in one you're going to have that volatility from Ethereum itself. Even if you were holding this money, Ethereum can be worth 1900 today and it can be worth 1700 tomorrow. So independent if you're getting yield or not on this Ethereum, it can go up and down in price, okay? But with USDC, you have a stable position. So if you deposit 1000 USDC, as long as USDC keeps its peg to $1, then you will have that $1,000 that you deposited. It's not going to be worth more or less today or tomorrow because of the volatility of the token. The token will be stable. So basically this is a safer approach to these vaults. So if you want to provide stable coins for this strategy, or if you want to provide the underlying asset itself. So when you understand that, you see that now we only have 3 strategies, but 6 vaults, because it depends if you want to provide the underlying asset or stablecoins. And these would be Ethereum, Optimism, and Bitcoin. So let's explain the USDC vault right here. Perp itself has provided a really good guide, so these links are going to be in the description so you can read it one more time. You can understand better how these arbitraging works. But for example, there's the USDC vault and there's the arbitraging bot. Whatever you deposit here, and whenever the bot finds an opportunity of arbitraging between the spot price and the perp price, for Ethereum in this case, it is gonna buy or sell Ethereum, and whatever it does is gonna send that USDC or send that Ethereum to the vault, and the vault itself is gonna open a long or short position to neutralize on Perpetual itself, meaning that you're going to be arbitraging just like with the example I gave you with the phone. In this example right here, there is an opportunity for the arbitraging bot to buy 1 ETH for $900. So it buys 1 ETH for that $900, and then it sends that 1 ETH to the vault and receives back $1,000. But it only paid $900. But because it's on Perp, it is worth $1,000. This is what it's going to be sending back. The USDC vault then is going to hold that Ethereum and is going to open an equivalent short position on perp.com, meaning that in total you bought 1 ETH for $900 and then you shorted that position for $1,000 on perp, giving you a profit of $100, actually giving the vault a profit of $100. Depending on how much you allocated to the vault, what is your market share of the vault, you're going to have a percentage of that profit. For the ETH vault is even simpler. There's only ETH involved, there's no USDC involved, so the arbitraging bot just does the same thing, but for Ethereum, it just holds the Ethereum inside the vault, and when there is an opportunity, it sells the Ethereum for a higher price, and then it opens a long position on Perp itself. So again, you can see from the example right here. But what if, for example, in this case right here, you want to arbitrage Ethereum, but you get right here and you see that the vault is full. You can see they almost reached the cap for the shares. There's only 240,000 shares for this vault, and you want to deposit here. What do you do? Well, now there's no more wait list for you to join and wait to whenever there's new opportunities for you to get in. No, now they have a unique solution for this. They called it the shower room. What is a shower room? So instead of holding your money there and not getting any yield whatsoever, you go right here into queue, and here you deposit the wrapped Ethereum, just like you were gonna do for the vault itself, but it's gonna be waiting but generating yield on Yearn. And automatically, once the vault frees up, someone withdraws, someone gets out of this position, your money is going to be automatically deposited into the vault. So again, they also have docs for this right here. And here is a very simple explanation again with an amazing art. As always, Perp has one of the best designers I've ever seen. The project is always so clean, so well done, so well explained. So let's see how the shower room works. If the hot tub is full, then you go to the queue in the shower room. Again, here you're going to be getting that yield from Yearn. It's not going to be that huge APY, huge APR, but your crypto is going to be generating something, which is the most important thing for us. If it is your turn, then the vault sees if you have an amount, if you're trying to deposit an amount that is superior to the maximum deposit per user. In this case, it is 10,000 USDC. So let's say you're trying to deposit less than 10,000 USDC, let's say 3K here for this example. Then whenever someone withdraws from the hot tub or the hot tub cap is increased, your money is going to go to the hot tub itself. If instead you have an amount above that $10,000 threshold, let's say you have $25,000 in this example right here. Again, when someone withdraws or the cap is increased, the maximum amount per user, so the $10,000 is going to be deposited into the hot tub. You're going to be getting that yield from the hot tub itself, from the arbitraging opportunities, and the rest is going to go back to the shower room. So this doesn't mean that you can only deposit $10,000. You can only deposit $10,000 per time, because they have limited shares. So once again, you deposit $10,000, the remaining 15K goes back to the waiting room, when there's more chance, you're going to be able to deposit another $10,000. And then the remaining 5K are going to go back to the shower rooms. And when there's another opportunity, they're going to be reinvested. And then you're going to have the whole 25K deposited there. So I've never seen anything like the shower rooms that we see here right now done in any other project. So this is a good way for you to be waiting, but your money is also working for you as you wait. And then once they increase the cap for the vaults, or when someone withdraws from the vault itself, your money is going to automatically go to that vault and you don't have to worry about anything. So this is amazing thing done by the Perp team, and it is very, very simple. If you see that a vault is full, you're going to see this little Q symbol right here. For example, if you go to another vault, for example, like right here, USDC Optimism, you see there's 300,000 shares and there's only been 221,000 utilized. So you can still deposit 79,000 USDC. So there's a cap that you can deposit per user per time. So you need to take care of this. But again, you simply click on deposit, and if you're choosing the USDC vault, you're going to be using USDC, or if you're using the underlying asset for Ethereum, it is wrapped Ethereum. For Optimism, it is the OP token. And for Bitcoin, it is the wrapped Bitcoin token. So wrapped Bitcoin. And if by any chance the vaults are full, you don't have to convert this token to anything else. You just click on Q, the same token that you were going to deposit, for example, wrapped Ethereum for the ETH vault. You deposit right here how much you want to deposit. Let's say you have 5 Ethereum, you're going to approve this to your wallet so they can move these funds to the shower room. And then once it is in the shower room, then you approve and pay for the gas fees, which on Optimism are very, very cheap. And once you do that, your money is going to be earning yield on the shower rooms until there's an opportunity for you to get in the vaults again. So you might be asking, how can a vault be negative then? For example, right here, we see a negative 1.16. These right here don't have any numbers. So these right here are not displaying anything because it hasn't been 30 days since they were released. So since they were created, they had 2.3% and 2.4% yield generated. The same thing goes for every other vault. You can see the all-time here. And if you click on the little performance chart icon right here, you can see everything. The green one is the 30-day and the purple one is the all-time APY. So again, this APY is important for you to look, both the 30 days and the all-time high, because for example, this one is the Optimism vault. So here you're holding the OP token, and the OP token, if we look right here in the charts, hasn't been done this great lately. And this of course will reflect a little bit in the vault itself. Now, if you're holding USDC, then you can see for the USDC, the graph looks very different. The APY looks very different because the price itself of USDC is always pegged to $1. So the safest version is when you use the stable coins, but if you're bullish on the token itself, you're going to be collecting more of this token. You're going to be collecting more Ethereum or more Bitcoin or more OP token. So it is up to you to understand which token you want to use as collateral, which token you want to deposit, because this is going to be the token that you're going to be slowly accumulating. So I hope this was insightful. This, I think, is the beginning of many opportunities that we're going to see both on Perpetual Protocol and other projects itself, mainly because if people want to arbitrage this way, arbitrage tokens, most of the time you need to be a programmer, you need to be able to code just to make sure you have the fastest in and out for your positions, for your trades. But here you deposit on Perp, and Perp itself has its own bot, and this bot's going to be profitable for you. You don't have to learn to code. You don't have to know how to code. You only have to understand how it works, because again, you only should invest in things that you understand at least a little bit on how your money is getting made or on how your money is getting used to generate more money. So again, I'm very excited because I do enjoy these arbitraging opportunities. I do enjoy finding out about ways that I can make money passively, and arbitraging is the way big players make the money, is the way market makers make the money. So with these vaults, you're playing in the big leagues game. Even as a retailer, even if you don't have any knowledge on how to code and how to create math bots or whatever it is, you're getting the opportunity to play in the big league with the big dogs. So huge opportunity, and huge thank you to Perpetual for sponsoring this video. If you enjoy, don't forget to scroll down a little bit, like and subscribe so you don't miss these videos here in this channel. Also make sure to check out the links below for everything hot tub related so you can understand better the project. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I'll be answering all of the questions that you might have about this project. Again, thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.